Good morning and salutations, everyone. I just drew on my eyebrows. Didn't hear any of that because, of course, my mic wasn't on. We're going to listen to some music this morning in relation to the story in which we are reading. Last time we read the story, she expressed that she liked to listen to a band called 26Z. This is a shout out to 26Z, a band that I was a part of at one point in my life. For a decade. A band that has been around for over 2 decades. It's a critically acclaimed indust electro band based out of LA. Currently, the lead singer and frontman, Naive Quiet, is living in Wisconsin. I hear they are having a show coming up December. I'm not sure exactly what date, at Cranky Pat's Pizzeria, a place I used to work at. And they're doing, I believe it's a Toys for Tots fundraiser event there. So if you're in Wisconsin, in the Appleton, Neenah area, be sure to stop by and see them performing and drop off some toys for those kids, because we all know that they deserve Christmas. And that's what these songs are. So, without further ado, let's play one for you. A memory for true as a gift for you. Could I imagine how restless all the nights could be? Did I never refuse to be seen? We were collectively just know love manifests me. Oppressive perfection. Faint his films, stained glass, radiant flames, winter cold has come. Sacrament, replay his sacrifice, the temperamental disposition will harbor the child you hide. On her own life, find little rest. Let her rage beyond this dark and hell. You went away, came yesterday, zero defined. Perfection. Oppressive perfection. That was The Variant, a Solus Ortus Cardian by 26Z on the Black Peter Christmas album Volume 2. If you are interested in purchasing that album, it is for sale for $5 on Bandcamp. I think it's like $4.95. But if you pay $5, they get an extra 5 cents. And those are that money goes straight to those artists. And help support them in their art. So go up, get that CD, Bandcamp. 26Z, Black Peter Christmas Volume 2. With that, let's get to reading the chapter for the day. After we do the chapter, I will end stream and, of course, do the daily scripture. But we're going to start with the book today. This is Chapter 2, A Connection, Akita's Side. From The Beginning of the End. By whoever I decide my name's gonna be. Gabriel, how's the club tonight? I ask as I admire myself in the glass mirror behind the bar. My fiery red hair shaggy around my face with a side swipe to the left, covering my left eye. My pale skin looks paler, surrounded by the darkness of the club, Shangri-La, and my light emerald eyes match in paleness. I hate it when you do that, Akita, man, Gabriel says with an irritation in his voice. I finally turn and look at my best friend and guardian angel. His blonde hair and bulky build, the complete opposite of mine, do not reflect what he wears. His outfit portrays a man who appears to be a homosexual. However, I know he's not. He wears tight, black leather shorts over hot pink leggings, contrasting to the bright purple mesh shirt he wears. His normally dirty blonde hair is a platinum tonight to heighten the contrast in his looks. Oh, what? Sorry, dude. You know I get lost in my reflection. Yeah, I know. I've thought about painting it pitch black, but that wouldn't do any good, would it? You know it wouldn't. Yeah. Anyway, I was saying that the club's fine, but I have news about the key and book, Gabriel informs me. Really? Where are they? I ask in excitement. I've been searching for the Book of Lilith and its key for the past millennium, so hearing that Gabriel has news about them gets me excited. It's not where. I can't sense that, but I know they were found, and my instinct says it's Lilith's daughter who found them. What? Lilith never had a daughter. I should know. I lived with her for a millennium. Dad said she did, but that the babe had died at birth. Akita, did Lucifer ever tell you who the father of that baby girl was? Yeah, actually, he told me that he was. Why? Well, you would have a half-sister then. I just told you, Gabriel, the baby girl died, I say, getting angry with the fact that he isn't listening. Chill, man. I heard you. What I'm trying to tell you is that she didn't die at birth. Lilith lied. She wanted a son. You were that son. Okay, so what happened to my sister? Who is she? And is she my baby sister? I'm going to pause for a moment. We're going to play some of this back in the background. We're going to play Black Peter Christmas Album 1, actually kind of low in the background because he's at a club. Let's set the mood, right? And this is the Black Peter Christmas Volume 1 album by 26Z. Again, also found on Bandcamp. Okay, those questions I can answer. Well, part of them. But after this, I don't know much else. Lilith gave Kita away to be raised by the demons that ruled the world at that time. About 1,000 years ago, I lost track of her, until about 100 years ago when I learned she'd been killed. I heard that she'd been reincarnated 21 years ago, though I don't know her name now. I guess that about answers most of your questions. Oh wait, no, she's not your baby sister. Oddly enough, she was born the same hour as you were. You cried when you were born, and I'm thinking that was the moment she was abandoned. Wow, that's actually a lot to take in. But who is she now, I ask. I told you I don't know that. But I know that now that she has the key in the book, her true form should begin to show. That doesn't mean I'll recognize her, I say, irritated again. Yeah, but I will, and you'll notice if anyone you know is changing. Okay. Suddenly I sense her, Raven, black, the only female who has ever had this pull on me at Shangri-La. I turn and see her sleek form glide across the dance floor as the crowd parts. Her face is painted different each night. Tonight it is white with black swoop triangles attached to her eyes, black eyelids, black pointed lips, a black dot beside each eye, and a black dot that covers the tip of her nose. Get over Rave, man. She's never gonna go for you. 1, you're not her type. 2, you're too much of a pretty boy. And 3, she's got a man, Gabriel tells her as he smacks my shoulder. Well, the last one doesn't mean shit, and maybe I could become anything she wanted me to be. Why change you, man? I'm not changing, I smile. I'm evolving. Raven steps up to the bar and orders her usual bottle of blackberry cream tequila and a bottle of Jose. Her dreads brush against my hand as I reach to touch her shoulder to get her attention. Don't touch me, bitch boy. I'm seriously not your type, and I'm not in the mood to deal with you, she says without even turning around. Her voice sounds like an ancient siren singing her song of seduction. Thanks, Gabe, she says, turning and walking across the dance floor to a table in the VIP section of the club. She leaves a lingering fragrance of the night air and blood roses, sweet and floral, yet tinged with metallic darkness, as she blends into the dark lighting of the club. You got it bad, man, Gabriel states with a smirk on his face. Can't help it, Gabriel. She reminds me of Jasmine's uniqueness. She's not Jazz, Akita, believe me. Jasmine was my mate 150 years ago. She was my golden angel, my beloved bride, and the pregnant mother of my unborn child. She'd been killed during a war started 100 years ago that I still seek revenge for, between angels and dragons. She must be. I have a pull to her that is unexplainable. That, I can't explain that either, but I feel it between you two also. So what's with her calling you Gabe, anyway? I thought you didn't like nicknames. Do you have a thing or what? Far from it. She got me this job. Well, actually, she gave it to me. She owns the club. Did you know that? No? Since when? Since it opened. I guess her grandmother or someone gave her tons of money. She put Shangri-La together, and it skyrocketed. If only she knew what kind of creatures it attracted. I comment under my breath. I look out at the dance floor, at all the creatures. Couples appearing to be infatuated humans, ranging from vampires sharing blood to creatures like me, angels. Shangri-La is a gathering place and sanctuary to vampires, fae, fallen angels, demons, dragons, and of course angels like me and Gabriel. Any mythical creature can be found here among gothic humans that believe but do not see. Why, I guess I'll join the fun, I tell Gabriel as I down my Jack Daniels and head for the dance floor. I pick a fae with short pixie colored black and purple. Her fluorescent purple eyes match her wings, which elegantly trail down her back. She's wearing a black leather corset, a short black and purple plaid flare skirt, and black stiletto boots that lace up to the mid-thigh. Her face is painted white with purple triangles under her eyes and a single teardrop beside her left eye. Her teardrop is what catches my attention. Hey, my name's Akita. What's yours? I ask as I grab her hips and begin dancing with her, pulling her against my body. What's it matter? She asks. Let's just dance, she says as she grinds her hips against mine. As I run my hands down her body, I allow myself to become intoxicated by the seduction that faes create. The music turns to an erotic tone, and the fae begins to stimulate me with her gifts, getting me ready to take her into one of the private rooms. When I feel the pull again, I pull myself from her spell, and sure enough, there's Rave walking towards the two of us. She walks right up to me and the fae. Lil, what are you doing dancing with this guy? I know you haven't gone pretty on me, she says to the fae I've been dancing with. Just teasing, Rave. You know how I get a thrill out of playing with their heads, Lil says, as she runs her hands down the front of my pants, caressing the erection that has begun to show, and walks away. Tough luck, guy, a man says to me as he steps up next to me. Do you mind, dude? He looks at me, then laughing says, Nope, not at all. Fix yourself, and then we'll talk, he says before looking back in the direction that Rave and Lil went. By the way, my name's Jax. Jax Malik. Yeah, I know you. Gabriel talks about you quite a bit. So what do you know about tough luck? I ask after situating myself. Oh, just that it's tough to get with Ray's best friend if Ray doesn't like you. She must really not like you. What did you do? Nothing that I know of. She's the hottest chick here. Why would I want to piss her off? I didn't say you pissed her off. Come on, let's go sit at my table, Jack says as he leads me to a red-lit VIP sectional. As we sit down, he pulls out a set of paints. I hadn't noticed before, but his face is painted with a red and black mask face paint. His jet black hair hangs long and straight down his back, and his body ripples with muscles underneath his tight black muscle shirt. As I notice his appearance for the first time, I notice them. Black and red dragon wings outstretched behind his back. Dragons, I think to myself, such cocky bastards. I think this is one of your problems, he comments as he continues to hold out the Fey paint. Ugh. Getting old sucks, people. I'm telling you. They put me on this new medication called Cymbalta. I woke up at 3 a.m. My body just has been tense since like 7 o'clock last night. And I took the medication at 2 o'clock yesterday. And I'm not taking that anymore. It's horrible. Couldn't get back to sleep. Tossing, turning, body aches, cramps, like... They gave it to me because I had joint pain. This ain't helping. Alright. I think this is one of your problems, he comments as he continues to hold out the face paint. What, the fact that I don't paint my face? You're a pretty boy, or bitch boy as Ray puts it. Face it. Now, have you noticed that Ray mostly talks to people with hidden faces? Yeah, her family, Jack says, and I realize he's right. Okay, so how do I become a member of the family, if that's the only way to get her to notice me and talk to me? Jax pushes the paints across the table to me. That's it? Just paint my face. I'm amazed that's all I have to do. For now. Once it's painted, you have to prove that you deserve to be called a masked one, Jax explains. I thought that I'd have to prove to be a, what do you call them? Hidden faces. That's gonna take more than just face paint and loyalty. Like what? Like saving a life and being nominated by the upper family, all of which are Scrivener Lika, or hidden faces, to you, seconded by Lil herself and chosen by the leader Ray, of course. Only after all that you have a chance to be her partner, Jack says, like he knows. And how would you know that's the way you become Scrivener Lika? Because I've done it, not knowing that I had already been nominated. I've been a part of the upper family for 2.5 years now. So you could nominate me? I say, getting excited that I'll be able to get Rave soon. So soon? I don't think so. I don't even know you. Now that I've introduced myself to you, I think we can try to become friends. But that's up to you, Jack says with a warning in his voice. Sorry, dude. Jax. Okay, Jax. I say, thinking to myself, shit, this guy's touchy. Anyway, my name's Akita, and as I was saying, I'm sorry for being in such a hurry. It's just, I want her. But it's more than just a want, it's a need. I try to explain to Jax exactly how Rave makes me feel. Who? Rave, weren't you listening? That's what this has all been about. Well, if you want Ray, then it's not a smart idea to try to get with her best friend, Akita. Hey, a guy has needs, and I didn't know that was her best friend. But whatever, I need Ray. Don't call her that, Jack states with a hint of anger in his voice. Why not? You do. I have a right. You don't. What gives you that right? I question. The fact that it was her life that I saved. Okay. I guess that'd do it. What happened that you had to save her life? I mean, she seems like a pretty strong chick to me. Yeah. You know, Akita, you're not really growing on me. Why don't you take the paint and my advice as a pity gift and leave now, Jack says, as he takes a drink of his bottle of tequila and looks across the club, not even glancing at me. Whatever, dude, I say, and watch him flinch at the word dude, while his hand tightens on the bottle's neck. You're a little too possessive, if you ask me. I didn't ask. Now leave before I embarrass you more than you already have. I walk away, alone with my thoughts, and can feel Jack's eyes following me. Dragons, I think to myself. What is their problems? I head to the bathroom to apply my newly acquired paints. The bathroom appears to be empty as I head to the mirror. I'm just beginning to apply the white layer when I hear a toilet flush. Then he walks out. My father, Lucifer. His once golden wings had grown back as pitch black, labeling him a fallen angel. His golden hair is tinted with silver in places, and his emerald eyes shine like the jewels that match. Well, hello, Father, I say as I turn to face him. Fancy meeting you here. Did you come to keep an eye on me? Make sure I'm not doing your job and causing chaos? Not a chance. I'm actually here to make sure your sister is well. Lilith is after her, and she needs protected from that demon woman. What? My sister's here. Who is she? I don't know the name she goes by now, but even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. She doesn't know who she truly is yet, and therefore doesn't know us. So you need to be kept in the unknown until she does. When she does, you'll question whether you ever knew it was her all along. Now I need to leave. With that said, he vanishes in a puff of black and silver smoke. Wait until Gabriel hears this. I take one look in the mirror at my unpainted face and shrug, not caring at the moment, and head out the door, tucking the paints in my back pocket. Oh, there you are, Lil says as she catches me coming out of the bathroom. Let's finish what we started, she says, running her hand down the front of my pants again to get me excited once more. I moan in pleasure as she squeezes gently to stimulate me. My need for company overrides my mind and thoughts of Rave leave me. I have to speak to Gabriel, the bartender, but if you give me the room number, I'll meet you there. Just follow my scent, she says as she kisses me, then blows purple dust from her hand into my face. The dust smells like lilac bushes after a fresh rain. She walks seductively away in the general direction of the private rooms. I watch her for a while, getting more aroused by my imagination than anything, before heading toward the bar. Gabriel is finishing up with a customer, but then he walks over to me. What's up? He asks. She's here. Who? My sister. That would explain why I sensed the book and key so close. Yeah? We'll keep an eye out. My father's here too. I guess he's protecting her from Lilith. So that's how you knew, Gabriel acknowledged. Yeah. Caught up with the old man in the men's bathroom. He doesn't know her name, though. Plus, he wouldn't tell me anything about her. I want to know how he knew she was alive again, and how he knew she had never died in the beginning, when Lilith told him she had died at birth. You really think Lucifer believed Lilith for a second? You've got to give your father more credit than that, Gabriel comments. I guess. But how do you know she was alive now? I ask Gabriel and myself. Don't know. But he's not the one who told me. Well, anyway, just keep an eye out, okay? Okay, but where are you going? I have a date with the lovely Lilac Fae in a private room, I explain. Lil? Yeah, how'd you know? She's the only Lilac Fae here. Most Earth Fae don't come here. It's too dark for those light creatures. Don't let Rave catch you two together, or you'll never get her, man. Gabriel warns. Don't remind me. I need to get my mind off Rave. And this Fae's not gonna leave me alone. Rave dragged her away once before. Yeah, I saw that. How'd you like Jax Malik? I saw him and you talking. He's a cocky dragon, but he's also different from any I've known before, though he seems kind of familiar. He started out okay, but whenever I talked about Rave, he got really possessive. Yeah, he does that with her. He's got it worse than you for that girl. Has since she opened Shangri-La 2.5 years ago. He said he saved her life around that time, too? What do you know about that? Not much, except that it happened around the time the club opened, or shortly before. Nobody really knows except the two of them. Damn, I was hoping it'd help me with becoming a Scriven Luca, I exclaim. I told you not to change for her, Akita. You're gonna regret it. Nah, I'm good. Well, I better get to Lil, don't want her to lose interest, I say, winking as I walk toward the private rooms. I catch her scent about halfway there and follow it to room 17. I open the door and step into the black light-lit room. Shutting the door, the scent of lilacs grows stronger. It's as if the whole bush has been pressed and the room soaked with the juice. In the middle of the room stands a canopy bed with the purple curtains pulled shut. Going to the bed, I spread the curtains and see her. Her wings are wrapped around her body, and so at first I don't realize that she is naked. As I sit on the waterbed, it ripples, and she unfolds her wings, revealing a very sexy picture. And that's all I'm going to read, because it gets a little explicit after that. But that's the end of chapter 2. Hope you enjoyed the music and the chapter. I loved how it ended at the same time. Perfect. And that was a 29-minute read, so we are on cue. Again, that was the Black Peter Christmas album, Volume 2 we were listening to in the background by 26Z. The songs were A Cold Warmth, Santa Baby, the Black Peter revision, Persuasive Interest, Jingle Bells, The Noise Mix, and California Dreaming, the Trance Mix. You can find those on Bandcamp. And, yeah. We will see you guys later. And just shortly. This is the way. Peace be with you.